And second half of this season is underway, and the first pitch from Zach Logue to Riley. He struck out a giant, which is a good thing. Right?
Always a good thing.
So Paul Blackburn, not only an all-star, but he got a chance to.
On the red carpet was pristine.
Went with the green.
Oh, it was.
Barksdale down at third. 2-2 now to Riley Green, the young center field. Look at Riley Green. And he takes strike three, called right there at the knees. Perfect.
Zach Logue draws first blood.
Here's Javier Baez, who goes after the first pitch, hits it hard to Machine at third. They probably make out the lineup card for game 2.
Well, everybody that's going to be taking a load off has an idea.
Game.
Yep. No question.
Grossman, a little pop-up, should reach the seats.
And look, both teams have, you know, not even just your veteran guys, just everybody in the room.
Strike three call, a fastball on the in.
He's got some good life on the heater today, as we've seen.
First pitch to Eric Haas is a strike. Haas, the 20 RBIs. The second inning. Strike. Outside corner is Haas.
Murphy tucked way in on his hip pocket in there. But you see him reach back across, and you see that glove come across through your. It's working its way back towards the middle.
Fastball high at 92 miles an hour.
Over right to that black on the inside.
Sliced foul. Count stays 2-2. Good pitch there as
you can get to your fastball right now.
In the dirt. So now full count. And a fastball just missed inside. That's a leadoff walk. 6 strikeouts, and the A's won that game 9-0.
Yeah, well, it was him and Justin Grimm and Sam Moll, all three.
The win in Detroit was his second win of the year. His third win was his last big. 2-0 to Scope. Scope swings and misses out in front. Well, you caught this, and it's
his big league future here in Oakland. Could very well be something that comes into question or comes back down. It's
and that is different. It used to be you could send a guy back and forth. You could do it 20 times if you want. It doesn't matter. But
shuttle between here and Sacramento, that I-5 shuttle.
So popped up. Seth Brown is there, and he's got it. That's that 5.
There you go.
So we want to make sure we're accurate on that. And if we've confused any.
Yeah, 5th total time being optioned, but the second time.
2 to Willie Castro. Castro drives one to shallow center, but Bolt's coming in, and he's got it.
All right, and this doesn't have to get into a big conversation, which will probably pick up the next half inning.
Cody Clemens up
second.
Now the only person that I know that comes close to that is Dallas Braden leaving the Coliseum after a game.
Well, you got to beat the traffic on the.
Yeah, true.
No, you don't. You guys can do whatever you want.
It's a pretty straight line, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But that is a crazy.
Launch 3.5 Gs, and then it will, as the clutch applies on down the track, it'll get up to about 6 Gs, and then we pull the parachutes, and it's a negative. Like, well, that's why.
Well, I was just going to compare it to watching, you know, because hey, big Top Gun guy, just watched Top Gun.
Me too. Yeah.
Facial structure, like you're just.
Yeah, and there, you know, there's so many things going on in the drag racing and the 3.7 seconds of being able to maintain the.
You understand what it's like to be out on the mound at a very competitive level. You understand, obviously, what it's like to quite literally be.
He has a lot of similarities. I was a pitcher growing up in Little League through high school. The thing I loved about pitching was more of the mental aspect of the game. And my shoulder was really starting to be on the decline.
Starting to bark a little bit.
It was the wake up in the morning and, you know, you got to out on the baseball field, man. That's a feeling that is just amazing.
Well, Dallas's job as a color commentator is to break down somebody's technique.
I get it.
Just tell people you were heading the count 0-2, little waist pitch.
I was trying to send a message is what I was doing.
That's it. Let them know. I like, but you know what, you
or you know, have a bad sportsmanship about it, but it's just enough to catch the attention of your opponent, just to get their mind off of what they're thinking, just for the slightest bit, and that's where you can gain it. And I you know, fortunately last week in Denver we were in the final round, lost the final round, but it's nothing like being back on the mound. It's a controlled environment. When you're in something you feel like you have a lot of control over, you don't really let a lot of that stuff get to you.
Bender can't get it, and the Tigers are going to take the lead.
So we're going to be qualifying tomorrow night. It'll be a late qualifying session, so that's going to be the qualifying session that you really want to throw down it out on Sunday for the champion.
All right. Now you a night rider or you a day rider?
And then really our Friday night runs are going to be the night. I love racing at night. I think nothing is cooler than
2-1 the count to Eric Haas. Little pop-up on the infield. This should do it. Tigers are going to get a couple of runs.
Even catch a homer or two during A's batting practice. Fans can enter the treehouse through L gate before all ballpark gates open to join.
Sounds like a good idea. And we will just tease people that there will be a game in. Is that you can dance a little bit, and of course it is a dance party.
Stay focused.
Okay. But I would guess the fun that's had out there on Friday night.
And smells at the ballpark are enough to distract anybody.
Foul tip is hung on by Jonathan Schofield in the second inning. Tigers come in with a 37, lost 8 out of their last 9. And what's interesting, you know, whatever you think, home wins in the major leagues.
Something's got to give.
Something's got to give, as we like to say. Yes. So Miguel.
Second ball game saw Miggy on the red carpet.
Hustling over is right fielder for the Tigers. Tigers after the double. So this is a quick West Coast trip, and I looked at the Tigers schedule, what they played and what they have. I'll go through it with you here in a minute. Line drive, and Machine has it. So played at the Dodgers at the end of April. 4, and they play at Seattle the final 3 games of the year. That's 5.
That's a hang with them.
That is a hang with them. Played the first week. This trip here would have also been played that first week, but it is the way the schedule has unfolded for the Tigers.
Back in 1973.
Albert's thinking about extremely exclusive club.
First round home run derby winner, Albert. How excited Albert was about that extra round.
Shallow right field as Piscotty hustles in.
Or he'd have to run into a.
And how could, if you're him, man, he can still play a little bit, but how could you not?
And it's, I mean, it's, you know, it's not like he's sputtering in between.
And play again next year. But I mean, it's tough because Albert's a guy you want to get there, but you also don't want to. Alex Rodriguez finished with 600.
700, just not for everyone.
Line drive, and that's a base hit by Riley Green. Of course, Alex Rodriguez group. This one tapped over the head of Logue, and it gets under the glove of Noisy, and Green is going to round third.
Light trickling out. He knew, you could tell the internal clock in his mind.
Little flare, Bolt coming in. Bolt dives, can't get it. It trickles behind him. So Green scored. The cleanup hitter has walked and popped to short. Missed that one badly.
Hop, and it never did. Hugged the ground.
So Logue
Didn't come up as high as he thought it would.
Logue grabs this one, spins around, flips to first, and that'll do it. So a run on 2 hits. Tigers 3, A's 1, 6th inning. Zach Logue has allowed, he's got 4 strikeouts. Scope with a little tapper, and Logue's going to grab it, and he flips.
Idled athleticism, Kipe. Let it take over.
Yeah. Let it eat, right?
That's it. That's what you do when it's hungry.
Willie Castro's 0 for 2. His last at bat, he had a line shot right to Machin. See where the Tigers today are playing, and they still have 2 more scheduled.
And is 7? I don't think 7. Is 7 even the most?
Yeah, Cleveland, I think, right? Going to get some rain in that part of the country. In fact, I'm seeing.
Let's not go back.
No. The A's are playing their 3rd doubleheader. Header against the Angels. Down the left field line, and it's going to be just foul.
It's like it's Domingo Tapia.
That doubleheader, 4 out of 5.
Yeah, I was going to say they would have proceeded to go on and win the rest of the ball games there.
And a couple of shutouts in that series. Up into that sunshine, Sheldon Noisy looking up. It looks like he's got a beat on it, and he does. Game 2 of the doubleheader will start about 30 minutes after the conclusion of Game 1. Get back in the clubhouse. Right field as Piscotty moves toward the line.